Hi everyone. So if you'd like to hang out with me while I make a pretty good sized collage, 24 by 36 on a Goodwill upcycled canvas, then that's what we're going to do today. I spent a couple of hours today and almost all of yesterday working on this thing, and it was fun. It's a grid style collage, which is really easy to learn how to do. You just have to be patient with yourself. So I'm going to show it to you, what I can. So here it is. It's a very large thing. I don't know why I keep going large, but I am. So if you'd like to watch me make this and hear me talk about whatever, because I never can remember what I talk about, then that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to do it over here. So would you like to join me over here? Bye. So I've got the idea that I want to make another large-scale collage. I know it's ambitious, but I do what I feel like doing when I feel like it and not any other time. So what I have is this giant canvas, which is 24 by 36. I bought it at the Goodwill store, and I have covered up the edges and the facing front with black paint. And I had so much fun making my last collage, which was almost only fun and hardly any torture, that I want to do the same thing again today. So I've got some prints that I made the last time my friend Cindy Rollins came over. And I'm going to just show you, I went through these before on another video. They're all the same color scheme. And in spite of them all being the same color scheme, they all came out pretty different. Ooh, ooey, ooey. That's so pretty. Anyways, I am going to chop these up off camera, slice them up, and I am going to collage that big giant canvas. Some of these are pretty, some of them are not so pretty. But anyways, I'm going to collage this big giant canvas using these cool color prints, and as well, these were from my second to the last video, which is what's left over of a bunch of black and white that I made. So there's a bunch of just very, very raggedy looking blacks and whites, which I hope I have enough because they made a huge difference in the success of my last gel printing session. And if I don't, I'll make some more. So that's what's going to happen here. If you feel like hanging out, then hang out. I'll be back. Okay, well, that took forever. I'm glad I didn't do it on camera. So what I did, I've got some things. I've got some larger things that are yummy that I may leave off to the side. These are all cut-offs that could make their way in. But what I have here are just, and I don't know that I have enough black and whites, but a bunch of black and whites. Probably not enough. And a real bunch of the greens. So I'm going to set my table up. And I'm going to do it sideways because I think you guys can see it better than if it's straight up for me. And I will, I'll show you how I make this collage. See ya. All right, I've got this thing set up. I think you can see it lengthwise, but I can also turn it sideways when I want to glue on it. So I've got just what I've got for tools. I've got some just regular matte medium, which is, like liquid glue. Liquitex makes it, Nova Color makes it. It's just liquid. It's good because all my papers are thin. So my papers are almost exclusively newsprint, and I believe most of these are copy paper. So one of the things I did when I was off camera, can you see me? Should I even bother? Hold on. I cut these in 3 1/4 inch pieces, and the reason I cut them 3 1/4 is because I had already cut a bunch of papers that size. So I'm going to just stick to the same format, whatever. It's a grid style collage. It won't be hard to make. And I don't know, this is just, like I said, this is a inexpensive canvas that I bought for $6 at Goodwill. And I'm just going to, the first thing I'm going to do just for my own edification is I just want to lay out some of these greens. I just want to see how they look together. not in any particular order. I did this on my last collage and found it useful just in terms of seeing what I might need in terms of contrast, stuff like that. A lot of these are very, very much the same, which if you've spent any time watching me, you know is a thing that I do. And I like to think that I'm evolving as an artist, but I don't know if I am. But these were all kind of paints are these? Acrylic paints. Boy, I can't talk today. Acrylic paints. Oh, here's one book page. All of the rest of them are... All right, so this is a very different color scheme than my last group of papers. A little more yellow than I thought. Okay, so there you can see there's not a lot of... This doesn't even look like it really goes in here. You can see I've got a lot of similar colors. All right, well this is giving me an idea of what I've got, which is a huge amount of the same. So I'm going to have to play around with, let me get this a little further up. Like these don't even really feel like they belong, but those are too much the same. Okay, you can see the challenge. All right, I'm going to pull these up. I'm going to choose one, which is this. This is going to be my first piece to glue down for reasons I can't explain, and I'll be back. All right, I've already gotten myself in a big mess because I'm realizing liquid gel works great on newsprint, but not so great on copy paper. I'm also finding out that almost everything looks the same, so I'm going to need to bring in some things, which I just found hanging on my wall, that are similar. Can you see these? Actually, this is what started me coming off my wall, is this piece of a book page. So these are going to make their way in. Let me show you those. There are also some colors in here that might shake up the sameness. Boy, these really need to go back in. These have been hanging on the wall for a long time, but you can see that they're not the same. They're similar, but they're not the same. So I'm going to need to bring in some things. Okay, I'm going to bring in some things. So I may do that a little bit off camera just so I can contemplate, but all is not lost. If you don't have what you're looking for, look through your stash. Okay, I just way overdid it because I can, but I added a whole bunch of really yummy colors to this thing. And these prints have been hanging on the wall for a long time, since I started the channel, which is at least almost, I don't know, it's a long time. Anyways, so I've got some things. I'm going to go quiet and let my brother play guitar for you, or I don't know what I'm going to do. Somebody suggested, why don't I just try voiceover so I could just work without worrying about what to say, and I might try that. I've never been a big fan of it, but I might try it. So anyways, I'm going to go quiet. I'm going to just play with these things and see what I can come up with. so I'm going to talk for a couple of minutes. If you're not going to use your glue on a regular basis, don't put it in a container this big, because the whole top layer of it is very dried out and almost unusable. I should know early on in a collage that I'm not going to like anything that I do, and that's where I am right now. I'll tell you what I do like. I like that area right there. I love this color. I think what I'm probably going to need to do now for a little while off camera, just so it doesn't take me so long to edit this thing, I'm standing behind looking at it. I love the colors. It'd be nice to get some more black and white in there. I'm going to take a break from this. It's 1:45. I'll take a little break, maybe make myself a cup of tea, and contemplate these papers. And maybe the next time I come back, I'll have laid a couple out so that I can actually glue them down and have a conversation with you guys. So, I don't know. I haven't decided if that last section's going to be a voiceover or not, so you'll find out. Okay, tea time, BRB. I have a giant cup here, which was full of hot water and lemon, and a little bit of maple syrup to take off the edge. It's almost done, and I have done no image contemplation, except for one. This is going here. So I have questions for you guys. So my mom is a fan of my channel because she's my mom. And the question is, she really enjoys me watching, she enjoys watching me print more than she enjoys watching me collage. And I'm curious if you guys are of the same opinion. Because honestly, printing is quite a bit easier than collaging. But it seems that if you're going to make all those prints, you should have a purpose. So if you guys wouldn't mind commenting below your opinion on that, I would find that useful. Just curious. Do I spend more time doing gel printing? I mean, I get it. The gel printing is definitely entertaining because it's such a every single thing is a surprise. And honestly, watching somebody collage, especially on this scale, is probably not nearly as interesting. I don't know that I'd give one up completely, but, give up the collage completely, but if you guys are way more entertained by gel printing, I can make that, I don't know, a more common thing. Something has gone awry with my daylight. Okay, I feel like I don't have enough. So I'm pulling out some things that might add some, I don't know, some other stuff. These are from a way earlier printing session. And these are tucked away. I have no idea how long ago these were made. Can you see a theme here, guys? Your girl uses the same colors over and over again, which is, honestly, it's probably not wrong to do that. There are artists, look at this yummy thing. There are artists that I follow who have a signature color scheme. I could be one of them. I could be one of them if I want. There's a lot of... See, this is why I'm not sure about only making jelly prints, because look at these. Some of these are yummy and buried, and they just want to be something. Not so yummy there. I remember this session. Oh, this is the one where this is the session when I kept on having technical difficulties. It was maddening. My camera was filling up. It was because of iCloud. I figured it out. I had so much stuff on iCloud that I kept on downloading onto the onto my phone and hogging up all my memory. Look at what I have. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to quietness because it's a lot to figure out. Here I go, going quiet. Okay, good morning everybody. It's 9 a.m. I've had coffee. I could use more. But I'm ready to start looking at this thing again. And I haven't really cleaned up, so it's still the wreckage it was last night. I laid out just a couple of pieces that I think I'm ready to glue down, a couple of areas there. And I think I will just get started. I came in here a couple of times last night and took a look at what I was working on. Let me tell you what I'm really pleased about the addition of this, which is distinctive shapes as opposed to, I don't know, very painterly looking stuff and botanicals. I'm very pleased with that, and I have the rest of the family here, which I would like to bring in somewhere else. I like what this brings to this piece, and even though on my last collage I thought that I wanted to do pen work and realized I didn't, this does maybe ask for some things. So anyways, I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to start gluing a few things down. I am running dangerously low on liquid gel, and I have to tell you, I had to put myself on a buying moratorium. I went completely wacko bonko the past couple months buying stuff, none of which I really regret. My checking account regrets it. I bought stuff like, I bought an air fryer, which, you know, there's like a million air fryers on the market out there. But the one that I bought makes me so happy because I can cook in it, and then I can use it to serve from, and then I can put the glass bottom of it in the refrigerator, and then the next day I can take it out of the refrigerator and pop the air fryer heating element on the top and end up never using a dish. It's just awesome for me. Anyways, that's called a Ninja Crispy, and I'm thrilled with it. So I bought that. But the other thing that I bought that I'm particularly happy about, I like what that did. See this big giant wad here? That's going to need to be broken up. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that reads very, very dark. But I do like this. I like the continuity of those colors. So I also, any of you who've been on my channel for a while might realize that I am what I call an indoor cat. Everything I like to do is inside my house. So I don't get a lot of exercise. And I don't know, about a year ago, I bought a jogging trampoline called a rebounder. Well, I don't live in a tiny house, but I live in a small house. And that thing was a road hog. It's 48 inches in diameter. And there's no place I can use it in exactly, without rearranging my furniture, there's exactly one place I can use this thing. And in order to have it there, I have to climb over it every time I want to use the bathroom. So I mentioned it to a friend of mine, and she said, "Do you want to sell it?" Well, the answer is yes, because it's a giant thing. And the answer is no, because a rebounder it's a jogging trampoline. You jump up and down on it. But it's really quite good for you. There are studies by NASA that this thing, the G-force involved in jumping on a trampoline, is very, very good for restoring lost muscles and stuff. I have lost muscles. I lost my muscles in 2015 after I came home from Spain and sat on the couch for 10 years. So, yeah, I'm not buying anything new. Nothing new for this girl until 1 month. I have 1 month. Now, I should also make that true of going out to eat because I don't enjoy cooking. I go out to eat a lot, and that's kind of my entertainment. I'm so jealous of people that enjoy cooking. Everybody says, "Oh, just meal prep, just make everything in one day." That means a whole entire day of doing something I don't like to do. I don't want to. I have to tell you something that I did yesterday that I can't tell you how happy I am about. I put a sign in the door. I've mentioned before that I am the president of a small co-op. And when someone in my co-op has a problem, they seem to be of the impression that I'm the only one that can solve it, which is not true. We have very capable board members here. So I put a sign in my window, on my screen door, that says, "Hello, neighbor. If the shade in my window is closed, I am working and I'm unavailable." What I mean, this is my work. Doing these videos is my work. This is how I supplement my income. So it may seem like, I don't know, oh, she's got a YouTube channel. She's got a YouTube channel, and she's grown dependent upon the income that those obnoxious ads generate, which is something I want to talk to you guys about. Anyways, I put this sign in the window, and I pull my shade down, and I come in here and work, and I am not worried about anybody knocking on my door, because I've gotten to the point where if I hear a car door outside, I start having a little bit of anxiety, because that means somebody's coming to get me. It also means that when I want to meditate, which is generally every morning for about an hour, except for lately, because apparently I'm on call 24 hours a day, I pull that shade down. That note is right there, right next to the doorbell, and I feel like I now have the ability to not be bothered by people. And I hate the way that sounds, but I just need I need to not be on call all the time. And I need to be able to do this with you guys. I want to work just a little bit more down in this area, then I want to turn it around sideways so that I can see what's happening on the bottom and stuff. So to finish my rebounder story, this little thing, the first one I bought was 48 inches in diameter, and it was heavy, and no matter where I put it, it was ugly and it was hogging up my style. This new one I bought is 40 inches in diameter, which does not sound like a lot, but it is. It's Barbie doll. I have a Barbie doll sized rebounder. I can stand up against the side of my bed where no one can see it. It's not like I got traffic going in and out of that room, guys. I am happily single. It's a room that only gets activity after dark. But the fact of the matter is, it's a cute room, and I want it to stay cute. I hope I didn't make that look crooked. So this little tiny thing is the perfect size for me to jump up and down on, usually holding my boobs so that there's not that much activity in that area, if you know what I mean. And I can put on a archaics video, which is rarely visual, mostly just him talking, telling us stuff about how the world really works based on his research. It's pretty awesome. I am looking for something here. Here's what I'm looking for. So I've got a little tiny new rebounder and no new art supplies because I really have honored that moratorium. Although I really would like some, I gotta tell you, you know what I'd like to buy is a tube of parchment, Liquitex parchment paint, because I'm going to show you this chair. I'm going to put a video in here of this chair that I bought at a thrift store. I actually bought the whole dining room set, but all that's left are 2 of these chairs that I painted, and I am going to paint a design on them. I'm going to show you guys what I do, and that should be kind of fun. Oh, I picked out one piece, guys. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I'm cooking with gas here. Okay, so this piece feels like it wants to go approximately there. And you know what? I'm going to glue the whole thing down, even though this is all getting very vertical.
All right, this is a brand new song I just finished writing here. I'm going to try to get through it for you here. Here we go. Looked in the mirror, what did I see? Old man staring back at me with tired eyes. I remember when I was young, thought I could fly above the sun, watch me fly. World is my oyster, it's laden with pearls, won't you fly? I've told some tall stories, I've sang my own songs. We're just looking for some place to belong, to get by. Short road before us, a long one behind. You're afraid to see what you might find, you won't shine. World is your oyster, all laden with pearls, won't you shine? I felt love and I'm blessed with friends. If I could do it all over again, I would try. Done some good things, but I've done some bad. Taking for granted all the good things I have with blind eyes. The world is my oyster, it's laden with pearls, watch me fly. Good Lord, how fast these years have passed. Pray many more before the last, before I die. Some memories get hazy, some fade away. Don't put off love if you can love today, go and fly. I'm sad I can't be what I used to be, but you'll be surprised with these old eyes see, that's why I fly. World is my oyster, it's laden with pearls, watch me fly. World is my oyster, all laden with pearls, watch me fly. All right, well there you go. That's a rough cut of the new one.
Things are starting to wind down here. This, okay, that's going there. Making some fast decisions, guys. Get this little scooch off. You guys see what I'm doing? I haven't really talked you through this. If you decide you want to try to make a collage like this, just keep a pen around that's dark enough so you can see what's going on. I just align things. Put a little dot so I can see where to cut. I like the way that's distributed. And just so you know, if your lines don't really line up perfectly, you can cover it with another layer. And honestly, it doesn't even really matter if it does, because there's so much going on in this thing to look at. Your eye is going to be traveling from one place to the other. It's not going to get stuck on a tiny little line. I do like that. Okay, what's going to happen here, right down the middle of this thing, which is right down the middle of this thing, feels like I might need something kind of big. See where these things don't line up? I'll worry about that. I'll worry about that later on. So these are very organic round. This feels like it might need something a little... I'm looking for a psychic message, guys. I reach out to you guys periodically for guidance. If you could please guide me, that would be great. I didn't really talk that much. I hope I have enough music to fill in the silence. My brother has gone quiet on his channel. We both did it at the same time. We both, a little bit, we didn't drop out, but you know what I mean. We both went quiet at the same time. I didn't realize he had as well, but in order for him to post his repair and rebuild videos, he needs to have enough money to buy the parts to repair stuff. And his channel is not monetized, so he is living entirely on Social Security. No income from that. You gotta get like a lot of followers. All right, I don't mind that. What's happening here, All right, one little square. What does it want? This pretty blue. You know, when my little boy Neil was a baby, he was more of a toddler. I used to sing this song to him. I think it might have been, I want to say Bobby Darin when we were kids. It was probably my mom's music. It's called Pretty Blue Eyes. Pretty blue eyes, please come out to play, so I can tell you what I have to say. I remember singing it to him one day. He told me I sounded like an angel. Mommy, you sound just like an angel. I didn't really talk to him about angels, so I don't know where he got the idea of angels, but he did. Okay, look at that. I glued down my last piece. This place is a wreck. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this all up. Then I want to stand this thing up on camera so you can see the whole thing and we can look at it together. So, hold your horses, as we say in New England, and I'll clean it up, and then I'll show you what we did together. BRB. Guys, I forgot to say goodbye. I completely forgot my normal goodbye, which is thank you so much for watching this collage with me. My name is Cherie Burlington. I'm an artist, an errant, and an angel mom, and I always enjoy having you share my art with me. Thank you. Bye.